and prayer and a little bit of luck make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Thursday morning, December 1st, 2022. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to put you on the path to financial independence. And we do that by teaching you how to currency trade with our highly accurate proprietary trading indicators that bring everything down, that are very predictive and bring everything down to kind of a simple analysis. And we are so confident in how well our indicators perform that once we have trained you, we let you trade with company money and split what you make. And one of the secret sauces to the success is to your success is that we provide personalized one-on-one training and act as an accountability coach to help you stay on the right track. And when we see you start going off, we make correction. So with that, let's get into it. We first need to listen to this guy, and we'll take it from there.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical student earns or loses trading. Quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is, as I mentioned, is that we do live trades like this, where certain times a day an experienced trader comes online. While you watch, they do their analysis, so it's a bit of a teaching moment, and then they recommend a trade. And if you agree with the analysis, you copy the trade. So while you're being taught to fish, you're given a fish. Once you become a member, we have a session in the morning at 10 a.m. We also have a session in the evening at 10 p.m. And they focus on different kinds of trades. In the morning, it's a scalp trade. In the evening, it tends to be a 10 pip plus trade. Plus, there is the continued training. Every Wednesday evening we have a training session, and every Saturday morning we have a trading session. So, an opportunity to get keep you fine-tuned, give you the ability to ask questions and review things, and it's that continuous feedback that will make you better. I trade off of a little trade routine that keeps me focused every day. Good habit to turn your green chart on and off so the memory clears out and it performs at optimal speed. Review every day. It is good to take a little review of what you've accomplished that day and what you could have done a little bit better. Especially with trading, as we see more, we learn more, and we want to take that learning and put it in our tool bag so that we can use it the next time that scenario comes up. I've been trading about 4 years, and I still every once in a while see something that I hadn't seen before, and sometimes it causes me to make a mistake, and I just file it away so that I'm can take advantage of it next time around. So our experience is an asset. Last night's overnight trade setup closed successfully. Next week, I will start offering 2 trade setups when I send out my trade. One on the Euro USD on the overnight day chart, and another on the pound yen. As we are technical traders, which means we are trading based on the price action, and that's what our indicators are very good at predicting, what the direction of the currency pair move is. Currency prices are also affected by news. So we want to know what news events are coming up so that we can trade around them. And recently I've been talking to a couple people who didn't do that, and then they got hammered in a couple trades, and when we went back and took a look, they were trading during a news event, and the news event caused a big swing in the market. So our indicators can't predict that, nor are we. There are some people who are fundamental analysts where they do try to predict what the move is going to be. But we're not that. We are trading strictly based on the price action, and this is an external event that causes the prices to react differently. So we want to know what those are. We see where those are by going to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories. The yellow is low impact. The orange is medium impact, and the red is high impact. And this morning at 8:30, we've got a high impact with the consumer price index, and we've got unemployment claims. So we've got a yellow and a red. I like to stay out of these 2 hours beforehand. These numbers are already published. People knew what they were yesterday, and people will start finding out what they are now. So it will cause an unnatural skew in how the market reacts. So I just want to stay out of the market when this happens. So this morning we will not trade any USD. And then again later, there at 10 a.m. there's another manufacturing PMI. So we're going to stay out of the USD this morning. So with that, let's get into it. As my trade analysis, we've got a dozen different signals. The one I am going to use is something called the 10-point signal, and I am going to trade using this signal off the 1-hour chart. You can use it off of any time chart based on my trade plan, and we will create a trade plan for you. I trade off of the 1-hour chart. Off the 1-hour chart, trades are worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And if you notice, a lot of my trades are right around 10, 11 pips, which I find to be the sweet spot. I look for my trades to close within 1 to 3 hours. And really what this strategy is I am trying to get the lines from the various sections of the chart to line up. And if I can get them all to line up, each section of the chart is measuring something different. That gives me the highest probability that the trade's going to move in the direction that I want. So with that, let's get into it. Even though we're not going to trade the Euro US, I'm going to walk through the analysis in case we happen to see a good setup, because as I said, part of this is to teach you how to identify when a good trade exists. I start with the middle section of the chart. This chart I'm using is the light 6 major, which is one of the standard charts. And basically it's showing me 6 different currency pairs, all on a 1-hour chart. I'm starting with the middle section of the chart, which is known as the majors and minors. The red and green lines are the major indicators. The black and gray are the minor indicators. The horizontal red line is the oversold line. The horizontal blue line is the overbought line. So I'm looking for situations where these lines are down, either down below the red horizontal line, so the market's oversold, and I want the lines to be pointing up, or I want the lines above the horizontal blue line pointing down. So say, 5 hours ago, uh, uh, all of these lines are pointing down. The lines move through the channel, and you can see this big red candle here, which was worth, that's probably about 30 pips, but let's see, 20 pips, 25 pips. Actually, if you cut it all away, 30 pips. So I want to get a piece of that move. So when I see this setup here, I want to get a piece of this move. Does that mean when the lines are oversold, I can't get a 10-point sell, 10 pip sell? Yes, I can, but it's a lower probability trade. I am looking for trades that are high probability. If I can get 2 or 3 of those trades a day, I'm going to make good money. So that's what I'm looking for. So here we're oversold. Minors are going down, majors are going sideways, so nothing there. Euro USD, we're in the middle of the channel. Minors are going sideways. Majors have started to come up. Again, my trade plan is I avoid taking trades in the middle of the channel. The only time that I might take a trade in the middle of the channel, and this is kind of as you get more experienced, if I saw the turn here, I might go and look to the 2 and the 4 hour chart and see if we were oversold and going up. Here, the 2 hour chart. So this chart is showing me just Euro USD on multiple time periods. And here, the 4 hour chart. So the 4 hour chart is coming down. So this isn't the trade I take. If I saw that the 4 hour chart was kind of oversold and going up, and the 2 hour chart was oversold and going up, on this, I might consider a trade. But that is not what we're looking for right now. Right now, I'm just kind of teaching you the basic. If I see the signal here, that's what I'm going to take. Pound USD, overbought, and everybody's still going up. USD Canadian, overbought, and minors have started to turn, majors are sideways. USD Swiss franc is about the same. Minors coming overbought, minors coming down, majors going up. So we don't have agreement. USD yen, minors just got to the overbought. They've come down. They've run the channel. I don't mind that they've run the channel, but I'm not keen on that. The majors didn't make it to the overbought. They've started to turn, and they're going down, but I don't like the slope of it. So theoretically, I've got they never got overbought, so they don't meet my 3 criteria. 1, which is it's starting as overbought. 2, everybody's going down. And 3, I've got the double cross, and the red really isn't on top here. The double cross means that the red line is crossed over the green, and the black line is crossed over the gray. Well, we got the black over the gray, but I don't have the red over the green, so it's not quite there. So what I've done is cloned this chart, and I have other currency pairs that we are going to take a look at. These are primarily non-US pairs. So euro pound, oversold, minors going up, major sideways, so nothing there. Australian dollar, yen, oversold, minors going down, major sideways. Probably at this time of day, I'm not going to trade the Australian dollar yen because it's going into the evening time for both of these markets. I want one of the markets to be daytime. Euro Canadian dollar, we're just reaching overbought and people are going up. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, oversold, majors going down, minors sideways, so nothing there. Pound yen, overbought. Minors are starting to come down, majors still going up. So again, nothing there. I want agreement across the board. The more I can get all of the elements to agree, the higher the probability that the trade's going to move the way I want. Euro, Australian dollar, overbought. Everybody's going up still, so nothing there. So again, I've cloned it. We've got another 6 pairs to take a look at. Euro, Canadian dollar, yen. We're just reaching oversold. It's actually kind of been hanging out down here for a long time. You can see the last 6-7 hours, it started to go up, but just didn't do anything. Euro, New Zealand dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up, and I've got the double cross where the green line is crossed over, the gray line is crossed over. So I've got 3 points here. When I have 3 points here, I am then going to jump up to the TNTs and see how many of the lines agree with what's going on here with the majors and minors. So the 2 orange lines are going up. Orange lines are directional, so both are telling me buy. The blue lines are inverted, and what I mean by that is when blue comes down, that means buy. So the thick blue is coming down. So 3 of the 4 lines are telling me buy, supporting what I'm seeing here. I need 3 out of the 4 or 4 out of the 4. So when I get agreement here, then I'm going to jump down to the pressure. The pressure, I want the lines either going up, which they're not. They're going down, or the green line on top. And I do have the green line on top. The green line is crossed over the red. So Euro, New Zealand dollar, it's a buy. And once I have the setup, I want to confirm the setup, and I'm going to confirm the setup by looking at the 2 and the 4 hour chart, and I want to know are the 2 and the 4 hour charts either overbought or oversold, agreeing with what I'm seeing on the 1 hour chart. So to do that, let's go over here. So Euro, New Zealand. So it's still it's about 1 o'clock in Europe right now. So it's okay to trade. So here's the signal we were just looking at. Oversold, everybody's going up. 3 of the 4, green line on top. 2 hour, oversold. What I don't like here, we are oversold, so that's a positive. But what I don't like is that the lines have been, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. So for the last 10 hours, the lines have been oversold. I really want something where the lines have come from overbought to oversold. So being oversold, this means it can hang out down here for a while. The reason I want the confirmation on the 2 and the 4 hour is if for some reason this signal weakens, I will get it off of the 2 hour chart or the 4 hour chart, but it'll just take longer to happen. So I'm interested that we're going to get the direction right. And if we're going to get the direction right, the trade takes a little bit longer. That's okay. I just don't want to lose money. So we are oversold here. On the oversold, I don't mind if the lines are still going down. In this case, the majors are going up on both the 2 and the 4 hour. I don't pay as much attention, but we do have the green line on top and the green line on top here. Green line here is starting to separate. So we do have the 2 hours, the 2 and 4 hour in agreement, but as I said, this bothers me a little that it's been hanging out so long as a oversold. The next thing I would do is, this is a trade where I need to figure out what it's worth. And the way I'm going to figure out what it's worth is by looking at a clean chart and looking at where the support and resistance are. So let's go take a look at this. Euro and ZD. And I am going to pull the chart, increase the time period of the chart, and this is going to help me drop support and resistance. Support and resistance are spots where the lines seem to naturally stop. And where those natural stops are, that creates a, since I want to get in and get out, I don't want to trade through those natural stopping points. And let's put one more here. On the Euro USD, these lines tend to be about 30, 40 pips apart. 48. So we've got about 40 pips on that first one. All right, I'm going to pull it back out so we can see it a little better. The reason I scrunch it together and we didn't have that is I want to get multiple data points to draw those lines on. But looks like we're kind of in new low territory for the Euro New Zealand dollar. So we are trading into a downtrend. I want to know what the trend is because I don't want to trade against it. The trend is like it's like the tide. If you trade against it, you've got a higher chance of losing. So it's not to say that I can't take a buy trade in a sell trend, but I'm going to take less pips than I might normally take because I don't want to take a buy here and then watch it go all the way down to here. So so we're trading into a sell trend. So I'm going to take less pips than I might normally trade. And I want to know how much do I have between where we're at and where the next line is. So we've got about 51 pips up and maybe 7 pips down. 51 pips up and 7 pips down. And let me do one more. How much to this candle? To this candle, we've got about 23 pips. So you can see this is kind of a pretty clear resistance line here. It's been bouncing. It's also been bouncing here. Let's save this and let me go back and look at the signal again. So I've got, what we say, 51 pips up, 23 pips to this last candle. And we've had a kind of a big down move. I guess one other thing I could take a look is from today, this is a Fibonacci, which is a phenomena in nature that replicates many things in nature. And one of the things it replicates is it tends to be accurate on price movements in both stocks and currencies. And when you have kind of a big down move, and this isn't that big of a down move, typically you'll get retracement to the 38% mark, which is a little bit less than that 20 pips that we were looking at. So let's go back and take a look at the signal again, and let me decide if I like it. The slope of the green line, since we've started looking at it, one of the things I kind of pay attention to is the slope of the green line. The slope of the green line is decreased. It was more steep when we were originally looking at it. This guy has gone more flat, and this guy has gone more flat. And then on the 2 minute, there's kind of a down push. On the 30 minute, it's coming down a little bit. I don't like it enough to take it. It's kind of there, but it's kind of not. And to me, this being flat for a long time bothers me. I want to be able to get in and get out. And since it's been flat for so long, who knows how many more hours it's going to be flat. And I don't want to get in a trade that I can't get out quickly. So I'm going to pass on this. Let us keep doing our analysis. And actually what I'm going to do is, we've only got 4 minutes left, or 3 minutes left. I'm going to change signals, because as you can see, that it takes about 5 or 6 minutes to kind of do the analysis on that 10-point trade. I am going to change strategies, and that's one of the nice things about what we have, and go to a little scalp strategy, which is called the thick orange line. And basically, this trade is good right at off the 1 hour chart when there's 5 minutes or less remaining in the hour. And I am looking for where the green orange line. I'm looking for where the thick orange line is, and the thick orange line is a scaled number, and it goes from 0 to 10. And when it's at 10, it thinks there's no more down in the movement. And when it is at 0, it thinks. Excuse me. When it's at 10, it thinks there's no more up in the movement. When it's at 0, it thinks there's no more down in the movement. Well, if there's no more up in the movement, that's a good time to sell. So when I see that, I'm going to confirm it by looking at what's going on with the majors and minors. And in this case, specifically the majors, I want the lines to be above the blue line. And actually, this is a pretty good setup, where the red line is, in this case, about 1/4 of an inch above the blue line. So I've got part 1 and part 2 of the setup. This trade is worth 5 pips. The only other thing I need to confirm is what the spread is. Since this trade is worth 5 pips, it is the Canadian dollar Swiss franc. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and he's going to probably be down in this third group. Canadian dollar Swiss franc is here. And let's go to the 1 hour chart. And the spread is 2 pips from 4 to 6. If it were like 1 pip or less, I would take the trade. At 2 pips, we're paying too much to get the trade. We're paying almost 40% of the move to get the trade. So I'm not going to do that. So let's see what else we've got here. 8 isn't close enough. I'm looking for 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. 7 isn't close enough. 7 isn't close enough. 2 isn't close enough. 1 isn't close enough. Let's go back. 7 isn't close enough. 8 isn't close enough. I'm looking for 0 or 10. 9 is within 1. The lines are well above. So that meets the criteria. So New Zealand dollar, yen. Usually on anything with the New Zealand dollar, the spread's going to be at least 2. But let's take a look. NZD, JPY. Yeah, and the spread is 2. Again, the spread's too much on this chart. Nothing here. Let's go to the 2. Let me go back. The clock has changed. We can still get it if in that first minute or 2. In fact, some people wait to see the clock change. So nothing here. I'm looking for 0 or 10 or within 1 point. And then let's go here. These are all U.S. pairs, so we're probably not going to take it. Even if we see it, this trade is expected to close within within the first hour, but we're still within that 2-hour time frame, so it's skewed. 5, 7, 6. No. Yes. AUD, USD. So we've got both elements. It's well below the red line, the horizontal red line, and I've got 0.06. The next thing I want to see, since we've gone into the new hour, has this changed by more than 1? And it has. AUD, USD. The spread should be all right on this one, but my issue is AUD, USD is that we got that news coming. See, the spread is 2 points. Actually, this is a nice signal. Actually, even right now, even though it's only got a few minutes into it, you know what? I'm gonna pass again. And the reason I'm going to pass is we've got that news item. Like my temptation to take the trade is because I want to give you a trade for the day. But if I were sitting here by myself and looking at it, I would just say no. So I've got I've got a little bit of internal pressure on me because I want to give you a trade and show you that things work. But we've got that news item, and one of my rules is if we're within 2 hours of a news item, don't take the trade. So I am going to pass. Apologize that we weren't able to find a good setup this morning. This week, actually, we got shut out. That's kind of a rarity where we don't find a good trade on any of the 3 days. I am honored that you found time to spend some time with me. Let's see if there's any questions before we leave. Okay, so no questions. Again, thank you for being here. If you've got questions on trading, or you want to try the program, or you've got questions about the program, I am always available. Schedule a time with me by going to forexsmarttrade.com, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, and book a time. All right, great. Thanks so much. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.